Hi guys,
Hi,
I'm Kario.
I'm Colin. We are the House Hoppers. Welcome back to the channel. We're still in Cyprus, beautiful sunny Cyprus. It's early February now, very early February.
Sun is blasting.
Sun is blasting. You would think it was, if you've just been dropped here, you would think it was June or July.
We are in Paphos, Kato Paphos today. Paphos is separated into those two areas really, the Paphos and the Kato Paphos. Kato Paphos is more touristic, and today we're walking in bar streets, which is full of bars and restaurants, nightlife, but it is late morning now, so we're not going to see the nightlife. And then we're going to head down to the promenade, look into the seaside, the harbour area, and finish in the castle with the best view of the harbour area from the top of the castle. There are so many entertainment venues here, restaurants and bars. You can imagine it's heaving in the night, especially in the high season. It's February now, low season of course. Here we have the Dionysou Taverna, which, as it says, is the oldest traditional taverna in town. But you can find different types of cuisine. As you can see, an Indian restaurant here, the Delegate.
Is that play on words, the Delegate?
Probably.
I mean, every tourist city in the world has got a Flintstones bar. I'm not sure if these places are closed just for the season, or, as Carrier says, just because it's early in the daytime. I suspect most of them will be closed because it's out of season. I can't imagine there being enough people.
Yeah, I think probably the taverns and the restaurants are open. Even in the nightlife area, you see a pretty grand church in the distance. Not sure the name, but we'll put the name on the screen later. On this side of the street, we have the bars and the nightlife. On this side, we have a pretty church, a place of worship. So it's the church of Antoniou, St. Antony. Let's have a look in the garden. Yeah, in full blossom.
Absolutely beautiful.
So that's a volunteer project. It's just about who planted this garden and who maintained it.
It goes right around the back of the church as well.
Yeah.
The church is tiny. Let's go in, have a look.
Unlike the typical churches in Cyprus, this one is small and not in the best condition inside.
Just enough space for 15 worshippers.
Yes.
15 seats. Very local.
Also rustic, it is quite atmospheric.
It is.
Nice and cool inside also.
Boogie's Karaoke Club. You can boogie on down there from 9 till 5.
All night basically.
Yeah.
There's quite a few takeaways here.
Yeah. I bet you in the summertime when this place is busy, I bet it's really noisy.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't fancy having one of these apartments above here.
Unless you're deaf, maybe.
Notorious.
quite a few tattoo places also.
Yeah, I think there's this thing about people going on a holiday. It's quite popular to come home with a tattoo. I've been to Cyprus, that you think is a good idea at the time, then you regret for the rest of your life. It does surprise me that people live within these busy tourist areas. I don't know how you get any sleep in the summertime.
Yeah, it's possible it's people who work in the entertainment industry.
Yeah, but you still need to sleep.
Yeah.
Cocktails and bowls, the bowling alley by the looks of it.
Yeah.
This is definitely the entertainment centre of Paphos. Oh, some music, there is some
Oh
life.
yeah, there is an activity even at this time. What time is it now? It's about 12 o'clock,
I
midday.
think so, yeah. There's a bar for sale if anybody's interested in investing in a bar in Cyprus.
So where's the music coming from?
Here, I think. It's the place to be. I know it's the church, is it? Oh, it's a church.
Oh yes, so it's not a bar. I wasn't expecting that. So that was Bar Street. I think now we'll head towards the promenade by the seaside.
I'm sweating.
It's really warm. I think it's something like 22 degrees today, but
We should have bought out some cream.
yeah, in the sun it's definitely warmer.
Yeah.
So let's head to the sea. There's Pinguino Cafe opposite, which almost always is busy.
Is it Italian?
Yes, we haven't been yet. We have to go at some stage.
And the reason that we haven't been yet is going to be apparent in about 30 seconds.
Yes.
Because I'm not quite sure if you can see this here, but on the corner there is the T for two English cafe. It's great value, the food's really good, the portions are massive.
Yeah, and the prices are so good because some of the places here in the promenade are very expensive. But here you can come and eat without breaking the budget. This is a spot where lots of people stop for photographs with their Love Paphos sign.
Can't argue with that, we love Paphos.
And look how gorgeous the Mediterranean Sea looks. And actually, we had some storms recently. You wouldn't think of it when you're looking at the weather today. But the whole promenade here had seaweed from the big waves. We were here a few days ago, it was full of seaweed, but they have cleared it. The council must have done it.
And this is the start of the promenade. It's really, obviously it's pedestrianised, really accessible for wheelchair users.
Perfect for running.
Lots of shops of all shapes and sizes, from high-end diamonds to low-end tat. And
a lot of that, as usually with the seaside.
Plus restaurants, ice cream shops, and I've got to say they're all doing well today. The weather just makes all the difference.
We normally shop in the diamond section. But
You'll find those in the tat shops. There's a restaurant here that does great value drinks.
they lure you in with the drinks.
They lure you in with the drinks, and if you want to drink, it's absolutely fantastic value. As you can see, if you want to drink €1.69, which is probably, I don't know, $1.50 or less for a pint, which is great value, but the food is really expensive.
Yes, it is.
So a great place to have a drink, but there's so much choice along here. I'm not sure why you'd pay those prices to eat.
There's also apartments on top of the restaurants. And we did look at one last year, didn't we?
We did. We wanted to stay. We had a week.
Yeah, we had a free week from house sitting, so we wanted to stay. But we thought they were quite expensive and not the best inside. You were paying really for the view.
Yeah.
So we didn't book one.
In the distance there, you can see the castle already.
Where we're gonna end up. And as we said earlier, the best view of the harbour is from up there, and you'll see it at the end of the video.
It's a famous sculpture here in Paphos.
Oh yes.
It's called the Little Fisherman. Lots of people out, but it doesn't seem hectic at all.
It's a Wednesday as well.
Yeah.
So local people will be at work, most of them. On Saturday we were here. The weather wasn't as nice, but it was much busier.
One good thing about when you visit the harbour in Paphos is there's a huge car park completely free of charge. So thank you to the council for that.
There's a lady with an iguana.
I'm not sure if I agree with it, but there you go. What can I say?
Hello.
And then we have the entrance to the archaeological area.
It's directly ahead of us there.
Also some free toilets by the side.
The amenities the council provide here is just brilliant. Free toilets, free car parking.
Yeah, we cannot fault them. I mean, in the UK, a similar touristy area wouldn't have anything free. Here you can get excursions. There's a pirate-looking ship, similar to the one in Thessaloniki that we did. The sea is very clear here in Paphos, so you can imagine. Oh yeah, you can see it's full of people. The Blue Lagoon.
Good, this lady's offering glass bottom boat cruises.
We go Monday right through to Sunday, weather permitting.
Fantastic.
Lovely 90-minute cruise along the coast to see the shipwreck, the natural sea sponges,
Yeah.
the marine life.
Is that from now all through the season?
Perfect season.
Yeah,
Weather
fantastic.
permitting.
Right at the top, when you finish the walk on the promenade, there's this nice sitting area here, which was done just a few years ago. It all looks very new. It's nice sunny spots, and you have a view of the castle just a touching distance. It's a very nice area.
And then from here, that way, they built a brand new walkway.
Yes, the walkway is very nice.
Yeah, which goes for miles and miles, really.
It just follows the seaside. It passes the area, the archaeological area to the right, and continues to the tombs of the kings. You can see that episode that we've done recently, actually.
And I don't think that was here last year. It was in construction, but I don't think it was finished last year.
The walkway.
The walkway, so
yes.
I think that's brand new.
Yeah. Is it time to do the castle?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Let's go for the view. It's nice how they have positioned the benches here, because you can choose which way you want to look. The view is gorgeous in both sides, so you just spoil for choice, west or east. This is what remains of the ancient Byzantine wall, the fortress really that was around that was protecting the harbour.
We have had an absolutely fantastic day today. The weather's been brilliant. The walk's been lovely.
Yes, we've enjoyed the walk all the way from Bar Street up here in the castle. The castle is gorgeous and the view is panoramic, 360 degrees view, especially on a day like this. But we have to go back to lovely Winnie now.
Yeah, she'll be waiting for her dinner.
If you like the episode, please like and subscribe. We have more coming from Cyprus very soon.
Until then, we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.